Here's the C scale. It has the same pattern as the other 11 scales do. I did this in a harder scale to make sure that this important bit of knowledge is not overlooked. 2.5 steps and then 3.5 steps. Just say 2.5, 3.5. From C to D is your first whole step. From D to E is your next whole step. Then there's a half between E and F. Now the next whole steps are F to G, G to A, and A to B. And the last half step is back up from B to C, which is the next root. So that's why if you say 2.5, 3.5, you will always be right with a major scale and all 12 keys. The only rule that you need for all 12 major scales, and this is going to be taught very slow, and I will repeat things many times. Thank you, Pianostyle100.
Okay, the rule for a major scale is always 2 whole steps, a half step, and 3 whole steps and a half. So watch this. I'm in A flat. I didn't choose this one because it's too easy for you. You can see it. This is a whole step, this is a whole step, this is a half step, this is a whole step, this is a whole step, this is a whole step, and that's a half. Okay, but here, A flat. Doesn't matter. A flat to B flat, 1 whole step. B flat to the C is another whole step, so that's 2. And there's always a half step. Okay, so we know this. 2.5. Now we're going to go 3.5. And a half step up. One, two. Now that's not the second note in the scale. That is the second step. They're not going to correspond. Okay? That is the first step, but yet it's the second note in the scale. Okay? So don't get steps and notes confused. So, you can hear that sound. Okay? And every other skip is going to be part of the chord. Hear that? And then this one here, this works, but it's not that pretty. It's just the way it works. It's blues. Okay? So this is the A flat major 7. Okay? Now, after that, let's take those notes, the same notes, and let's start with skipping. Basically, we're going up kind of in thirds, okay? A flat and C. Now B flat and D flat. So let's do that together. Okay. Now the A flat and the D flat will go up to these notes. Now you can see that the next note is here. Like I'm locking my hand, see that? Okay. You can almost lock your hand and do this. It's a little bit of a stretch there. You're going up in the notes, this over here is, this right here is, this right here is basically your chord, the root of your chord that's in there. Okay? Sorry. Okay? So, as I go up, you're going to see this is going to go up. That's going to go up in the notes of the scale. Also, this one's going to do it too. Your third is, but it's going to change the minor and major sometime. You'll see. But here's go. I'm going to just hit on this, but I'm not going to do this anymore. Okay. See? Got it. Okay. Nailed it. It's a movie. I don't even know what the name of it. Okay. So, this right here, think of this as you're doing this scale. Okay? You can hear it when you really hit on a, you can really hear it when you hit a, this right here. That right there is a funny thing. That's the major 7. It's just the way it happens. It's the one that doesn't sound right. But when you put it and temper it with the rest of the chord, listen how pretty it sounds. Just the way it works, okay?